But at home, who are they? This week, Rachel Bogle sitting down with some of racing's most famous family dynasties to find out who they are. We kick things off with Jeff Brabham and his son Matt. Off track, life's pretty normal, but their legacy on track, anything but.
The Brabham legacy began with Sir Jack, who in 1979 became the first driver ever to be knighted by the Queen of England for his contributions to motorsports. He was a three-time Formula One world champion. The first, in 1959, was movie-worthy.
Brabham was in trouble on the final straight.
After running out of gas on the last lap and literally pushing his car across the finish line. When he came to Indy in 1961, Brabham's rear-engine Cooper Climax changed the course of history and ushered in the rear-engine revolution. Sir Jack was arguably the world's biggest name in racing at the time, but it took his oldest son Jeff until about age 10 to realize how different his family was.
You know, when you go to school and, you know, the kids ask you, what did you do over the weekend? And I used to say, well, actually I went to Belgium and watched my dad race, you know, and you get a kind of a funny reaction, obviously, when that happens.
Although racing was their way of life, Sir Jack was strongly against his sons following in his footsteps.
One, it was dangerous. B, he probably thought it was actually going to cost him some money, so that was a negative on his part, you know. But once I showed him that I was serious and showed him I at least had some talent to do it, then he was, you know, as helpful as he could possibly be.
210.074 for Jeff Brabham.
Jeff went on to achieve global success, including 10 appearances in the Indy 500. So it was only a matter of time until his son, Matt, caught the racing bug too. And when that time came, he was supportive. But his wife, Rosina, wasn't as keen on the idea at first.
When Matt's racing, she's way more nervous than she ever was when I was racing, you know, and I was getting a little bit upset about that. Says, you know, how come you're so nervous now and you weren't when I was racing? And she just looked at me and says, oh, I can always find another husband, you know.
Until Sir Jack passed away in 2014, just 1 week shy of the Indy 500, his grandson could always depend on him for the same 3 words of advice before every race.
Get after him. And, you know, he wouldn't say anything about racing or the details or what I'm supposed to be doing. Every time he told me, get after him. That was it.
Before the green flag dropped on Matt's Indy 500 debut in 2016, 3 generations of Brabham cars were brought together on the Yard of Bricks. It was a moment that cemented the Brabham name in history, as only one of 3 families to have 3 generations race there. His knack for racing anything with 4 wheels has since taken the youngest Brabham all over the world. Even going viral online thanks to some wild moves in the Stadium Super Truck Series. But his heart still lies in Indy.
My family's won every other big race in the entire world and championship. So, you know, to win the IndyCar championship and the 500 would just be, you know, that would be my life complete, I think.
Off track, the Brabhams are quiet and unpretentious. And if you didn't know better, you may never guess that this humble Northside family is actually racing royalty.
We're just a normal family, you know, outside the racetrack, and, you know, people can come up and talk to us at any time, and, you know, there's no airs or graces with us. It's what you see is what you get, basically.
The most interesting thing to me was that Matt's interest in racing, it wasn't because of his dad or his grandpa. His first exposure to racing was his mom, because she actually is a world-class jet ski champion herself. So crazy. Speed is just purely in their DNA, no matter what. It's just absolutely awesome. And to learn more, you can check out this story on CBS4Indy.com.
Seems like there's always more to learn. And then tomorrow you continue the series, the Legend series.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, this is going on for days and days, but tomorrow I sit down with the Rahals.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, so you can see what the famous family has to say about their legacy and their rivalry with the Andrettis. So that's the next generation. That series continues tomorrow right here on CBS 4.
And if you are heading out to the track today for practice, that starts at noon, and we do